Good morning. I'm Chloe Papadakis, and this is Quiet Echo for Tuesday, December 30th. I'll be your host for this episode, the story I'm writing without a keyboard. Elena's still asleep. The house is quiet. And I've been sitting here with a cup of tea and a borrowed book, trying to figure out what I actually believe about all of this. I've been troubled, really, for months by what I see online. The anger. The contempt. People who probably agree on 80% of everything finding reasons to destroy each other over the 20% where they don't. And I've wanted to do something about it. To push back. To be one of the good voices in all that noise. But every time I tried, I came away feeling worse. More anxious. More discouraged. Like I'd stepped into a fight I couldn't win and didn't even understand. Then I read something Jonathan Haidt said at Davos earlier this year. He said, "Almost every great truth we get from the ancients about how to live a better life. Judge not lest ye be judged. Be slow to anger, be quick to forgive. The online life tells us to do the opposite. The opposite. Be quick to anger. Be slow to forgive. Judge everyone, constantly. Based on 30 seconds stripped of context. That's what the algorithms reward. That's what gets shared." Teresa lent me her copy of The Power of Authors after I read her editorial yesterday about Ahmed al-Ahmed, the Syrian fruit seller who tackled a terrorist at Bondi Beach. He didn't post about standing against hate. He stood. He ran toward the gunman while everyone else ran away. He took bullets, multiple bullets, saving Jewish families at a Hanukkah celebration. A Muslim man, a Syrian refugee. Writing a story so powerful that strangers sent him $2.5 million. And when someone asked if he deserved it, he said, "Be together, all human beings." The book talks about how every person is an author. Not because they write books, but because they write stories with their lives, their choices, their actions, the legacy they leave behind. You don't need a publisher. You don't need a platform. You don't need followers or likes or shares. You just need to live in a way that makes your life worth reading. Elena is 4. She watches everything I do. When I reach for my phone at dinner, she sees it. When I scroll instead of listening to her story about the purple butterfly she drew, she notices. When I get agitated after reading something online, when my mood shifts and I don't even know why, she feels it. She feels it in the house. I've been so worried about the world she's going to inherit that I forgot I'm building that world. Right now. In our kitchen, in our bedtime prayers, in the 1,000 small moments that make up her childhood. Harvard published a study this month. People who took a 1-week break from social media saw their depression drop by almost 25%. Anxiety down 16%. But here's what got me. They didn't reduce their screen time. They just redirected it, replaced scrolling with something else. The question isn't whether we'll fill the hours. The question is what we'll fill them with. I'm not leaving social media. I'm not asking anyone else to. But I'm done believing that engagement equals involvement. I'm done thinking my angry reply to someone's angry post is the same thing as building something good. Haidt talks about a digital Sabbath. 1 day a week, completely unplugged. He says it's easier with community, with friends who commit to doing it together. That sounds like something Cedar Valley would understand. A day to be present. A day to listen without distraction. A day to write our stories with our hands, our voices and our attention, instead of our keyboards. The story I want to write is smaller than a viral moment, and longer than a news cycle. It's the story of a mother who was present, a neighbor who showed up, a woman who chose peace in her own home before demanding it from the world. Ahmed al-Ahmed said his target was just to take the gun, to stop a man from killing innocent people. He didn't think about being a hero. He thought about what was in front of him, what he could do, what the moment demanded. Maybe that's the story we're all being asked to write. Not the grand gesture that trends for a day, quiet faithfulness that shapes a lifetime. The dinner without phones. The conversation we actually finish. The child who grows up knowing what it feels like to have a parent's undivided attention. The book asks, what kind of author will you be? I'm still figuring out my answer. But I know this much. I won't find it in the comments section. I'm Chloe Papadakis. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open.